these two sides. Wembley is 80 minutes away. Warrington, hot favourites, but Catalan capable of causing an upset. We know that. Let's join our commentary team. John Keir is alongside Ray French.
Thank you, Claire. The first ever Challenge Cup meeting between these two sides, and as we've heard, the bookmakers have made that Warrington side the odds-on favourites to win, but their confidence will surely have been dented by that win of the Catalans over there in Perpignan last month. Libre is a potential winner for this game, and a huge crowd, over 10,000 fans just done the short 8-mile journey from Warrington here to the Stobart Stadium. Midwind. Warrington team, plenty of pace and scoring potential in that three-quarter line. Around 70 tries scored already in that department. Midfield maestro Lee Breers will be looking to scheme a few more. Needs a big, tough pack to challenge the Dragons. And in Morley, Carvel, Westwood and company, they certainly have the men for the action up front. With Clint Grinshields at full-back and Bosch and Sherwin at half-back, there is enough craft and guile to open up any opposition defence. Much depends, though, on those 6 men up front. Messers, Casti, Fakir, Iliba can usually cope with plenty in midfield. They'll need the passion today. Both coaches have packed their interchange benches with forwards, but note that intriguing switch of Warrington's international half-back Richie Myler to the bench. Tony Smith-Ploy, we'll see. Richard Silverwood in charge, the man in charge of the 2006 Challenge Cup, will get us underway. Massed clouds overhead, but warm and dry underneath. Good for swing bowling in cricket, John, but good for tiring forwards out in the last 15-20 minutes in rugby league. All then with the Catalan Dragons in the red and gold, sang or as they invariably let us know when we travel down there to Perpignan. Good testing kick from Casey Maguire there.
Yeah, good first set there from the Dragons. A composed set to say that this 80 minutes of rugby league does define the Catalan season.
Ryan Atkins in a good first season here. One of your former lads, John.
It certainly is. He's been playing some very good rugby league. It's also on the Catalan side. We've got Ollie Elimer, who's a very, very important forward for the Dragons.
As we've heard, of course, Adrian Morley's name has been much in the news this week. Good ball. A lot of controversy between him and David Ferriol. Much genuine, much not, I think. Whatever. A taster for the game. Good kick, good catch. Tremendous positional play there from Clint Grinshields.
Move! Hold his 10.
Former St George rugby league player in Australia.
2. Move! Hold, mate, hold! Go!
Using the big forwards here.
Good. Move! Go! 4. Move, Gareth!
Warrington will certainly, John, I think, want to put a bit of a dampener on the enthusiasm of this Catalan pack early on.
Yeah, but very interesting there to see Casey Maguire already sniping from dummy half and trying to probe around that ruck area, and a towering kick there from Bosch.
Good kick and good chase. Well picked up, beautifully picked up there by Richie Manners. That was a real testing kick there from Bosch.
Very competently handled though, Ray, there. Although Walker fielded the kick, and then another toe poke. Some tremendous full-back play there from Richie Myler, regathering the ball very safely.
Warrington then coming away. That man Atkins again. A little bit of almost overrunning there by Adrian Morley. Very enthusiastic, very keen to lead from the front.
Very important, interestingly, Ray, Warrington are holding that left channel and really working at Casey Maguire. Obviously seen as a very important player for the Dragons.
And a handover there. A little bit of a mistake on Ben Harrison's part, or deliberate, John?
No, I think it was a miscalculation, really. Warrington based a lot of their game on ending their sets well with good kicks. But that's great line speed, isn't it, there from Matt King and the Warrington defence.
Catalan Dragons then with... bad mistake there from Casey Maguire. He often likes to run from the dummy half, possibly trying to get hold of that ball a little too quickly. No, I think the foot interfered with it. Thomas Bosch's foot interfered.
Just untidy, wasn't it, really? It's headers that you can't afford to make in such a big game as this.
Clark to Hicks. And offside. Referee Mr. Silverwood originally playing advantage. Offside at the scrum. So first real attacking position.
It's just compounded the error from Casey Maguire, hasn't it, Ray? And it's gave the Wolves a tremendous start to this set.
Clark, Carvel, coming back to form after a serious leg injury there. The Wolves number 10. Monaghan, good ball out to Mathers. Good tackle.
Move line.
Tackle around the legs there by Maguire. Louis Anderson, number 11, former New Zealand Warriors player. Clark again at dummy half. Monaghan, Breers, King, can he get that ball out wide? Oh, he gets it inside. Good slip. Breers again, he's hemmed in. Almost like an American quarterback there, John, with that ball, I thought.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't put anything past Lee Breers, would you?
You wouldn't. Good running. Carvel. On the last tackle. Monaghan. Oh, now then, did the Frenchman get his hand to the ball? I thought it's not a Frenchman, it's Green Shears, but the fullback of the French team get his hand to that ball first. Well, interesting battle this.
A fourth tackle kick, wasn't it there? It's Monaghan playing a scrum half, who just toe pokes the ball through. He took the ball on the line, they're certainly onside. But the question is, does Greenshield, who's covering round the back, does he ground the ball? No worries at all about the onside. Who's first to the ball, Greenshield or Atkins? Difficult one to see from there, but...
Greenshields looks to get a hand down first.
Well, it really is a very intriguing decision so early, but this might be the best angle, and I think there's downward pressure there from the Dragons fullback, Greenshields.
Yeah, I'd say Greenshields there. The video referee Ian Smith might just edge to.
No, I think that's pretty conclusive, that, Ray. I think that Greenshield's tremendous full-back play, because it was an excellent kick, and I think Ryan Atkins and the Wolves realise this will be a no try.
All eyes then looking at that big screen. No try. Good decision. Goal line dropout. Still the pressure though on the Dragons.
And wasn't it a good set, Ray? There was lots of ball movement and an early tackle, an early set kick there, kicked on the fourth tackle, and it did cause problems, but some great full-back play there from Greenshield, who really committed himself to defuse the situation.
As we heard earlier, a big gap between these two sides. Warrington's second in Super League and the Dragons 13th, but Catalan Dragons, masters of knockout rugby, they have this ability to knock off a side when people least expect it, but it's all Warrington at the moment. John Clark, Monaghan combining well in midfield, a chance for Harrison. Can he get over? Can he get it down? I think Ben Harrison has. That's the first try of the afternoon. Tremendous surge and burst from the youngster, former England school skipper in the current England squad. First try to Warrington, but created by those two midfield players.
What a tremendous try that was from Ben Harrison. Special efforts win your games like semi-finals. Bit of creative play from both half-backs, a lovely offload, but it's this desire, this leg drive, this second effort to pounce, to force his way over the line there. Absolutely tremendous. Great offload from Monaghan, but then just look at Harrison there. He comes into the contact, there's a leg drive, then a twist before he grounds the ball. Sensational work there from Harrison.
And a lot of work done on the weights in the gym, John, to force his way through there.
There certainly is, but there's a pretty good technique there with the leg drive on contact as well. So great work from the youngster Harrison.
I think a big mistake too by Oliver Elima. He went out of position, he went inside and left Westwood with a run. Left Harrison with a run. Here then is Ben Westwood, been in tremendous form with the boots. And he continues it. Warrington then, good early start already. 6 points to nil to the good, thanks to that man.
Yeah, it's tremendous. It's a great offload there, as you rightly stated, Ray. Sucked 2 men in, but he's still got 4 men around him as Harrison, and that just shows the determination, the technique, and that's the type of effort that wins your Rugby League Cup semi-finals.
A lot of people up in Barrow in Cumbria up there will be very interested in that try. Harrison, of course, born in the town.
First, move and hold. Hold.
Clark using the blind side well. John Clark slotted into the acting half-back position very, very well, considering, you know, he's been out for a year, John, with injury.
He's a very accomplished player, he's an international player, but the Catalans at the minute are their own worst enemies. There's been the error from Maguire. They've compounded that with a couple of penalties. They just cannot get their hand on the ball at the minute. And what a marvellous kick that is.
Tremendous kick from him. It was interesting to watch Lee Breeze. He didn't take much part actually in the warm-up, but he did walk all around this pitch, and he looked exactly at the perimeter advertising boards where he was going to kick to. He's doing the job. Good running. Monaghan. Clark again, 5 metres from the line. Oh!
Well, that goal line defence had to be very, very strong indeed, and it certainly was there. Clark there just inviting a ball receiver onto the pass there, but they were off the line, and as he received the ball, he received a defender.
Louis Anderson coming a little bit on a too sharp an angle, if anything, John, I think.
Well, it was a crash ball, wasn't it? If he'd have taken that, it could well have been over. But you've got to compliment the Draggers on the defence, but the need to get the ball in hand and the need to get to the other end of the field.
I don't think they've had a set of 6 in 9 minutes, the Catalans. Completed.
There's no doubt that the possession is and the territory is very, very, very much in the Warrington Wolves' favour in this first 10 minutes.
But it's not often you see a ball coming out against the head in rugby league, not unless the opposition loose forward's got a grappling iron or something. Catalans now with a chance just to get a touch of the ball.
Surrender! 2. 3. Move! Hold! Go! 4. Move, get it!
Good defence, isn't it, from the Wolves? They really are making the Dragons earn every metre in this go-forward set.
Good strong running though by the Catalans. Moved up 30-40 metres there. Good ground. Nice little chip over the top. Oh, that's... Oh, was that a knock-on?
I think he's got it exactly right, Richard Silverwood there.
Well, he was on the spot, John, wasn't he?
He really was. It's a little ploy that Bosque used. He just dabs the ball over the top, and Greenshields inevitably would have been tipped off that to chase. But it did come off Greenshields in a forward direction, so it's a knock-on, and the Wolves start in midfield.
Just look at that possession, John. 73% in the opening, near 11 minutes.
And that's compounded with the territory, Ray. Warrington dominant completely this first 10 minutes.
Louis Anderson doing a lot of good running down that left-hand side. Monaghan again, Carvel. Good combination in this pack. Two very strong, powerful props in Morley and Carvel, but good runners out wide in the back row. Clark, good play. Breers, beautiful pass to Westwood. King. Oh, should he have got that ball out to Hicks a little earlier? All the pressure now on this Catalan side. Breers. Good kick, he's over! Oh, there's another try! Louis Anderson goes in! And it's all going wrong for the Catalan Dragons, but we must compliment the Wolves. They've set out at a roaring pace. Superb kick, superb catch. Another 4 points.
Yeah, marvellous last tackle play there, Ray. It just seems if the Dragons are in scramble mode completely in this first 10 minutes. The scramble to stop that situation. But it's the last tackle play from Lee Breers there. And he isolates the wingman, but Atkins actually leaps superbly. And just watch the skill this catch. He's got the arms outstretched, feels the ball, the presence of mind then just to offload. And it's a simple run-in for Anderson. A very, very accomplished and composed last tackle play from the Warrington Wolves.
Good support play there from Louis Anderson, but as you say, John, it was those arms outstretched by Atkins that did not allow anyone to clamp the ball.
Yeah, it was tremendous work from Atkins, but there didn't seem any Catalan defenders around where the ball was kicked, Ray, and that may well have been because they had to scramble to stop Matt King at the other side of the field.
Ben Westwood looking for his 50th goal of the season. Only really started taking the kicks at goal this season, but certainly proving very, very accurate in recent weeks. And that accuracy continues. Warrington then now in a comfortable 12-0 lead.
Look at this kick there from Breers. It's inch perfect. And that's straight off the training ground there. Ball put to that area, Atkins challenges, and just loads of Warrington Wolves bodies around the ball, and that allowed him to offload to Anderson for the try.
Still Catalans with just above 23%. And we've got Robbie Paul down there. What do you think so far, Robbie?
Well, I think it's a fantastic start by Warrington. It's interesting to see the tactics that Warrington are using. They're not trying to go through the teeth of the Catalans defense. They're trying to go down the left-hand or their left-hand side, Catalans right-hand defense. That's where they've got Maguire and Brent Sherwin defending together. And it's, you know, I'd rather run our two halfbacks and run through the teeth of those forwards as well.
Yeah, penalty there for incorrect play of the ball, Ray. He didn't regain his feet, Adrian Morley. This really is the first good chance that the Dragons have had. 40 minutes into the game, starting a set on the Warrington Wolves line.
Here they are, just 22% possession so far, and they've lost the ball already. Atkins pick it up, play up. Well, I think Mr. Silverwood, he looked to Mr. Hicks, the touch judge, to play on, but it was definitely knock on.
Yeah, it's the correct ruling. If you knock the ball forward in the tackle with one of your stray arms, you're affecting the tackle. The ruling is a knock on, and pretty good work from Richard Silverwood. And again, the Catalans started a set just 20 metres away from the Wolves line.
Well, the referee just delaying the scrum. And he's not happy with that. I don't think he was happy with the binding of the back rows. One or two breaking early on the Warrington side. Catalan now then with a chance. Remy Casti. Maguire. Thomas Bosch. Offside. I think Olivier de Lima taking good advantage there of offside. Another set of 6.
Yeah, the marker's not square at that point there, and Richard Silverwood once again giving the Dragons another penalty. The third consecutive set on the Warrington line, so it's the first real amount of pressure that the Dragons have exerted.
The Dragons really need to come away with some points from this. Powerful running there by Jamal Fakir. Sherwin. Ducking, diving. Not low enough though to escape Ben Harrison.
Go,
Maguire, Thomas Bosch with the kick already. Safely garnered in by Mathers. A little bit early that kick, John.
It was a very early tackle. I think it was the third tackle, wasn't it, that Bosch put the kick in there. But you've got to applaud Mathers. That's the second time that he really has put his body on the line there. Swept across, positionally very, very good indeed. But a good chase, and it allows them another repeat set. But kicking early there, Bosch, and a bit of a surprise for me.
Yeah, trying to surprise Richie Mathers, but the Warrington fullback was up to it. Surprisingly leaving at the end of this season for pastures new at Castleford Tigers. Back here again, driving in, and we have Damien on the touchline.
Yes, I'm with 18th man from the Warrington side, Michael Cooper. Terrific start from Warrington. What do you put it down to, Michael?
I think preparation all week has been pretty good, and you know, we've been here before last year against Wigan, and you know, we know the stadium well, and a lot of players in our side who have played in a lot of big games before, so we should have the upper hand.
And when the Catalan attack came, defence stood firm.
Yeah, I think we defended 3 or 4 sets on our goal line there, and worked a lot on defence, and we have done since the pre-season, so it's good to see that all the hard work's paying off.
Thanks, Michael.
Another mistake there by Clint Greenshields, a knock on. The Catalans look very nervous, John.
They are, yeah. They realise it's the full season on this game, but the Catalans' mistakes there, you've got to compliment the Warrington defence. I'd call that a forced error rather than an unforced error, and it's because of the pressure exerted on Greenshield by this very aggressive Warrington defence with very good line speed.
First, move! Hold, go!
Carvel broke his leg earlier in the season, but really recovered well, back to his running best. Monaghan, Louis Anderson, Atkins again, challenging down the left. Oh, just a hint of overrunning there by the young lad Chris Riley.
You've got to admire though the Wolves. They really do take the odds, and there's some great ball movement from right to left there that almost released Ryan Atkins, almost allowed him to get on the outside of Brent Sherwin, but not quite.
No, Tony Smith and his assistant James Lowe's not too happy with that, but Warrington are blessed with 2 try-scoring wingmen. They're right up there with Pat Richards, the Wigan touchline artist, in the number of tries scored.
The incorrect packing of the scrum there. I think it was Richie Mathers who didn't actually put his head into the scrum, so Mr Silverwood awarded the penalty.
Good ball, good chattel. Lee Breers coming in from the blind side. I don't think Greenshields expected Breers to be out there. 25 metres then from this Warrington line.
Hold, go!
Sarr, Casti, good twisting and turning by Casti.
Move back!
Just needed a half back alongside him.
Go, third.
Maguire, Elima, can he get it all away? No, he can't.
Move, that's it!
Just a couple of tackles remaining. Sarr again, big powerful man, centre, loose forward, second row, former New Zealand World Cup player. Bosch, that's a good one. Well done by Riley, well done. He was up against a much taller man there in Bell.
Well, that just shows the confidence that Chris Riley's got in his defence as well. Very happy. It's a very difficult kick to take, and Bell was putting him under pressure. Safety first, just palmed the ball out, and he said, well, we can defend for another set of 6. It doesn't worry us one iota.
Former academy player at Warrington. The first time some real pressure on this Warrington line. Breers with the dropout. It's a good one. Almost to the Catalans 10-metre line there.
It's good to see Paul Wood out there as well. It's around about the 20-minute mark, and he'll certainly make a difference. And I like his offload game, Paul Wood. He not only works very hard indeed in defence, but he also enjoys to promote the ball in the collision.
Bosch, Greenshields. We should look for this man Greenshields coming up out wide, taking 1 or 2 passes off Thomas Bosch. Oh, that's a loose pass. Thankfully for the Catalans, they've got hold of it.
We talk about the Wolves targeting the Catalan right-hand side. The Catalans really are coming at Lee Briers and making him work overtime as well defensively.
Now then, is that another 6? Yes, it is. Maguire, does he know it? Yes, I think he does. Back to 1 tackle. Bit unfortunate there, I think, for Warrington. I don't think they really played it, John.
Well,
nonetheless,
Mr. Silverwood made the decision, and slowly the possession is evening back out.
Sherwin distributing. Gregory Mooney taking it forward 10 metres from the Warrington line. Possession just coming a little bit better, and territory for the Catalans there. Good ball! Oh, just needed a half back inside. Here again, Green Shields to Maguire. Carlo taking the wrong option there, should have gone outside. Maguire, chip. Oh! Well, intuition or sheer fluke from Matt King there, the ball ricocheting off the post.
Well, I thought it was great skill from Maguire, and he obviously aimed for that, but King was very aware and very alert.
And I think we've got some more news from Damien downstairs.
Yeah, we just saw Jamal Fakir leave the field just a moment ago. He's badly winded, took a blow to a rather delicate part of his anatomy. He's gone to the dressing room. We'll see if he'll return shortly.
That should be a set of 6 now for the Dragons. Remy Casting.
Yeah, David Fiddle, I think he's entered the fray, and Adrian Morley-Ray is still out there.
Well, a lot of controversy going on between these two forwards this week. Whatever the words have been said, speaking to Adrian this week, he wasn't too bothered. Good ball to Chris Shields. Can he hold on to it? Yes, he can. That was good rugby. The Catalans looking brighter now. Sherwin. And it's that man driving in there now. Bosch. Well, he was caught in 2 minds there, Thomas Bosch. He almost didn't know what to do, John, and just stabbed his foot at it.
It was a kick and hope, really, wasn't it, rather than a kick and expect. And again, Richie Mathers ideally positioned, and I think it was a little surprise, Mathers, how easily he got out of the in-goal area.
The Catalans, I think, warming a little more to this match now. The tackler's getting a little tougher, a little harder. Saar in there, number 4. Wood. And don't forget, we'll have our Red Button forum after this match at 5:30 p.m. or email rugbyleague@bbc.co.uk. Any questions, any topics?
What a good kick that was, wasn't it, from Lee Briers? They've been in their own half, Warrington, and they've been under pressure. What does Lee Briers decide to do? The big hoik downfield, chase it, and then say to the Catalans, if you want to score, you've got 80 metres to go in order to do so.
Stephen Bell, former Melbourne and Manly star, 2 grand finals in his locker.
4. Move, John! Go!
Maguire.
Inside. 40.
That's a good kick. Certainly sent Chris Hicks racing back.
Yeah, well, that could have been a 40-20. He was inside the 40, Casey Maguire, and again, it was an early tackle kick, which might have meant that the Warrington back three was slightly out of position. What a great speed of line there.
Good tackle. Maguire again, coming in. Richie Mathers. A little bit isolated there, though. Catalans' defence looking a little stronger. Atkins. But, injury to, it looks a knock, cut behind the ear.
Yeah. There will be a blood bin this one, but there it is there. Sherwin in the tackle, and totally accidental there, Richie Mathers' knee. But he's certainly felt it, hasn't he, Brent Sherwin?
He certainly took a knock. And good of the referee, Mr. Silverwood, to stop the play immediately while
well, this will have to be
attention.
an interchange, I believe, Ray, because it's very difficult to stop the flow of blood there.
And Westwood taking a rest after his exertions. Solomona now come off the interchange bench. Always usually something happens with this big forward, good handler. A good kick, but not a 40-20.
No, it's a very good field position kick, though, isn't it, by John Clark? And Warrington, after that, been under pressure a little bit, and they've just settled the game down with Breer's long kick and then Clark's kick over the sideline.
Certainly skipper there, Adrian Morley, must be very, very well content with these opening 25 or 26 minutes. 12-0 then to the Wolves. Tries from Harrison and Anderson. Goals from Westwood. Bell.
Move! Oh, go! 2, move! Hold, go, go.
Maguire just is trying to open up that defence very close in, but he's not having much success at the moment, John.
Well, it's because Warrington are so good in the tackle there. They really are working very, very hard, and they're making sure that they play the balls are reasonably slow, so they can handle all the probing and sniping around that ruck area.
Green Shields. Sherwin recovered from that knock. Good kick, twisting, spinning in the air, but well taken. Mathers looking very sound, very sure in defence, whether the ball's on the floor or it's high.
But I'm with you, Ray. I think Catalans now settled down a little, and they've taken the emotion out of the game, and they're just playing the process of rugby league.
I think they were very nervous in that opening 10-15 minutes. I think they realised how important this game was.
They may well have overplayed that, but that's another penalty, and I'm sure coach Kevin Walters won't be happy with that, because
he's asking Sherwin to go into the bloodbath, actually.
Yeah, but the markers there certainly not square, and that's the reason the penalty. And as we felt, Ray, it was very difficult to stop the blood flow there from Brent Sherwin, so it'll be a forced interchange.
Oh, that's a bad kick.
It's an error, yep.
Good running too by Green Shields. Another one who suffered a broken leg at the beginning of this season. Catalan had all sorts of problems early on with the combinations, with players coming back, players being absent. Gise, former Warrington and Wigan stalwart over here.
Go, 4, move, Ben!
David Ferriol. Good ball, good running.
Last, move, go.
On the last tackle. Good dummy by Ferriol, looks for support.
Well, the wrong man got the ball there, Ray,
right,
because that was the last tackle, and you don't want your prop forward getting the ball the last tackle, but they just couldn't find Bosk.
And yet he did well with it, didn't he? He made a good run, John. He broke the line. But he was the wrong man in the wrong place.
Go.
Atkins, good strong running. Now then, he's got the full back to beat. Green Shields did well, weighing him up there. Oh, that's almost holding down there by Mooney. Ball here now to Breers. Breers, good ball out to King. Goal, beautiful dummy. Beautiful dummy by Matt King. Absolute international test class. The former Melbourne star and Australian testman. More delight for the Warrington fans. Superb, and when Warrington move this ball out wide, John, they are dangerous with their pace.
They are, but I'll put that try down to a Ryan Atkins assist. It was that burst through the middle from Atkins that put the Dragons' defence at disarray, but it's clinical skill there to take advantage of it, that then went to the edge where the space was, and it was Matt King with a 2v1 situation. Just look how quickly they moved the ball. Monaghan Breers to King to where the space is. It just shows Walker went out to the wingman, slid out to the wingman, and King went over. Quality centre play there, and he was on the outside of Bosk. A little dummy there that Walker bought, and it's 4 points for Matt King. Great centre play from both centres.
And precision passing from that man there, Lee Breers, in midfield. But it was that man, Ryan Atkins, signing this season from Wakefield Trinity, that put Warrington initially on the attack. And I think we can see there from Ben Westwood having a wipe with that towel. Very, very warm down there, John. Very, very difficult conditions.
They are difficult conditions, but the Wolves coping with them well.
Westwood coping with the kicking well too. 3 out of 3. 18 points to 0 for Warrington.
Beautiful work, isn't it, this? The ball movement left to right there. It's outside Bosk, little bit of a show. Walker goes to the wingman, and that opens the defensive line up for a very, very good try indeed.
They breed them young in Warrington support. Oh, he's not happy. He will be when he goes to Wembley. Good tackle.
Move! Hold the 10, hold! Go! 2! Move! Hold.
Just over half an hour gone here. Warrington 18, Catalan 0. Much to do for the French team. Monaghan, Riley,
Surrender!
Atkins just taking a breather out there on the wing after that run. Paul Wood, who's been in excellent form this year. His testimonial, 10 seasons at Warrington. Monaghan, Breers, Gallagher, little stab over the top, beautifully taken by Hicks. He cuts inside. Oh, he's got people with him. Monaghan, can he get that kick across? Oh, now was Riley offside. Well, it was a beautiful kick, superb play, but I just have a feeling Chris Riley might have been standing offside.
Well, if that's awarded, Ray, that's one of the tries of the season.
Yeah.
That's absolutely sensational creative play from the Warrington Wolves.
Well, Richard Silverwood has already asked Ian Smith, the video referee, to check the offside. That was my first reaction, John. But superb rugby, running, passing, kicking.
Well, it'll be very interesting to see this. Look there, the lateral kick, the first kick in the passage of play. Well, that certainly determines that they're onside there, Chris Hicks. Let's have a look now for the second kick in the passage of play. And we've got it here. It's Monaghan who chooses to kick, elects to kick. And you may well feel it was offside, Ray, but I disagree. I think he's onside there. And if he's onside and grounds the ball properly, that's one of the tries of the season. Tremendous try.
I take back and apologise to Warrington, but that was my first instinct. And it's a try. So, as John Keir rightly says, terrific try. He had an element of all the skills, the running, the passing, the kicking, and great finishing by that young man who's done it so many times this season. He had 5 tries against Harlequins earlier in the year. Here's another.
Well, the kick-off set with a good yardage and a beautiful lateral kick there from Breers. And then Monaghan just frees himself and just elects to kick the ball, dribble it into the left-hand side. But the skill level is phenomenal. First of all, Breers kick to Hicks. Hicks offload there in the tackle, and then Monaghan's composure and decision-making just to roll the ball out for Chris Riley, who waits and plucks the ball down. Tremendous try.
Great anticipation too by Riley. Here now, can Westwood make it 4 out of 4 kicks? Most difficult one from the touchline. Oh, it's going that way. It is. The flags go high, and a contented set of Warrington fans dance and jig on the tennises. Still a long time to go.
What a marvellous piece of rugby league. A two-pass kick there, and it's just a dab virtually sideways for Hicks. Hicks receives the ball, great offload here, but I just love the decision-making from Monaghan. Great composure, and the guy with the easiest job is the try scorer. But that's a fantastic try.
Back in play then.
First.
Very, very warm down there. If Catalan are conceding 24 points in this opening 33 minutes, one begins to wonder what the situation will be like in the final 10 or 15 minutes. But they should be used to it down in Perpignan there.
Well, he could put it down to Catalan's deficiencies, but I'd rather put it down to Warrington's superb play.
Yeah, it is good play. It is good rugby. Very, very good rugby.
4. Move! David here. Hold.
Solomon.
Go.
Well, they're absolutely hammering down that where Maguire's defending, that right side of the Dragons' defence.
Monaghan. Another testing kick here for Walker. They just can't get out of their half, can they, the Dragons? They can't mount any real momentum.
I just feel Warrington have played the games tactically brilliantly up to now, and it's only the odd error that Warrington have caught with, or the penalty, that's allowed the Dragons to get any field position whatsoever, Ray.
Kick from Thomas Bosch.
Move back! Hold.
Guisset trying to drive down the middle.
Move! Hold.
Need some good forward breaks here to set up the attacks, but they're not coming. It's good tackling. Ferriol put to ground. Michel Simon, a youngster, made his debut this year. Good running. That's better.
Lost the ball there.
They've lost the ball. They just can't hold the ball for a set of 6, John, can they?
Well, I'll tell you, Tony Smith's decision to play John Clark in the hooking role has paid off really well, because he's been at the heart of everything, ball in hand, but defensively he's been very solid in that middle channel against the big Dragons forwards. But that's great work from Marker to snuff that inside play in, and you see in the collision, no doubt about it, that Walker did lose the ball.
Great competitor, John Clark there. And let's not forget, John, that Tony Smith has Richie Myler in the locker on the bench, one of the great try poachers of the game, who, you know, can always pick up a try. He's yet to come on.
They certainly can, and just look where they've gone once again.
Down
the
the
left-hand channel.
Monaghan. Monaghan gets away. Not quite. Vinnie Anderson, brother of Louis, both New Zealand test players in the past. Clark. Richie Mathers. Not the best of passes to Matt King there.
That was the first real error that Mathers has made. You see there, Warrington with 6 errors, Catalan to 3, but I think that's because the Wolves, with the quality of their players, the chance of their arm, but what a piece of defensive work there from Anderson.
Rick, it was almost like a snooker ball coming off the cushion, wasn't it? Bang, and it came back.
Oof. Great shot, wasn't it, there? Came out of the defensive line.
Down you
There's
go.
a one-on-one confrontation, and Guisset came off the worst.
Bosch. No, Maguire back again. But Guisset's here, again, he's back for more. Last tackle. Bosch again. Oh, difficult bounce. Well, Walker had that within his grasp. He could have got it down.
Just check for any obstruction on Chris
He's just checking for an obstruction. But would that warrant a try, John, do you think?
No, I don't think it'd be a try if it is obstruction, but it'll be interesting to see. And the Dragons once again go into the air, which has been a tactic they've employed throughout the game, and
it's an awkward bounce.
It is an awkward bounce.
He's pulled back. It's Lee Breers.
Yep. A little tug on the shirt, Lee.
And Lee has a little bit of a guilty look in midfield very, very quickly, doesn't he? As if I've been a naughty boy, have I been found out?
Yeah, well, I think he's played the man rather than the ball.
Now then, this will be an interesting decision. He's given a penalty. Push.
Quite correct. Quite correct.
So another set of 6 for the Dragons. Just slots it into touch.
Well, wouldn't you know, they've defended really well. We've just spoke about their attacking play, but they've defended really well as well, because they've had quite a number of sets of the Dragons where they started in the Warrington half. But the online defence of the Warrington Wolves has been very, very good indeed.
Warrington lifting Ferriol up there. Maguire. Ball out to Bosch. Nice ball from Bosch. But Olivier Lehmann, a victim of that good defence that John was talking about. 3 metres now from the line. Oh, now then.
Well,
is he over?
We've just spoken and complimented the Wolves on tremendous online defence. And then there's a soft try there to Clint Greenshields.
Well, a very, very soft try. A little bit of relaxation there from Warrington, and just before half-time, it will give a little heart to the Dragons.
It will give some heart to them, and it's the result of so many sets starting in the Warrington half. And quite rightly there's Lee Breers interfered with Walker, who was trying to claim the kick, and from the ensuing penalty, there's this little probe from Maguire, from Greenshields, sorry. And he does go through. Pretty good. It shows the ball there, which takes some defenders away, and that's great body position to force his way over. And that does give the Dragons the slightest glimmer of hope.
Well, 100 appearances this one for Clint Greenshields, celebrating with a try. Can Thomas Bosch add on the conversion? No wind here. And it's a beauty. Straight between the posts, 24-6 to Warrington, but a little hope for the Dragons.
Yeah, they had to score really before half-time, and it's Clint Greenshields, their leading try scorer for this season, despite playing so few games, with that tremendous effort from dummy half, down to desire as much as anything else, and that has given the Dragons the slightest of hopes of reaching Wembley.
Just seconds remaining. We'll hardly have time to catch this ball before the timekeepers will be blowing the hooter. There it is, not even time to kick off for the second half, but a terrific performance from Warrington. Almost blew the Catalan Dragons away with those 2 tries in the opening 11 minutes. 4 tries in all, but that last try from Clint Greenshields giving Catalan some hope. 24-6 at half time.